Well, it's John Black, Super Chemist. We got a video here called, how the immigration thing should work. Um, First of all, in my opinion, okay, there should be zero immigration. I'm not talking about illegal immigration. I'm talking about legal and illegal. Why the hell do we? I don't understand. Why do we open up the border to foreigners to come in here? I mean, any country can just send their spies in, and pretend that they're whatever. You know what I mean? This thing where we have to accept rapists and murderers, and we have to accept, pedophiles and cartel members, because we can't, the good people can't get in then. The good people don't deserve, they're not entitled to be here, okay? They have their own country. I'm poor. I don't have to, why do I have to care about other poor people in another country? You know, why am I forced for my taxpayers to help them? I'm the poor motherfucker, piece of shit. But getting past that, because only in a Pastafarian world, would that happen, where we were used common sense and said, hey, you know what? Maybe we shouldn't let no one in. You know what I mean? Because we don't have, why would we? What's the point? Like, we're diverse as a motherfucker. How much diverse can you get? You take a towel and you soak it with water. Once it's wet, it ain't gonna get no wetter. You know what I mean? Like this diversity thing that everyone wants. Why doesn't anyone care about blue-eyed, eye color? And I never hear anyone saying, "Oh, the blue-eyeds aren't getting." We got to make sure. We have to make sure that blue-eyed people have the same. Let's look at the doctors. We're going to look at their color, hair color, and their eye colors, and make sure that it's all diverse. No one would do that. It's insane. It's stupid. I don't care. Guess what? I don't care about skin color either, you racist piece of shit. Somehow everyone cares. But let's get past the point that no one's ever going to do that, okay? Because unless humans were replaced by another species that wasn't total morons. So let's say that we do have it open. Obviously, we should limit it. Okay, there should be a limit, a small limit. We let in too many. These presidents, they let in like 500,000 people every year. 2 million people every president, every 4 years. 2 million people. I don't care how good you vet them or whatever. First of all, they're not needed. But if we did open it up, okay, obviously, first of all, they should have to have some kind. They should be highly intelligent. They should have to take an IQ test, number one. They should have to speak English almost fluently, or at least like a 10-year-old, okay, or at least like a 5-year-old. You know what I mean? A 5-year-old can have a conversation and ask what time it is, how to get to the store, and it can. 5-year-old, you can speak as good as a 5-year-old, and you've shown that you're gonna try. You know what I mean? If you don't speak English, you shouldn't even be able to. You should never even be. You should be thrown out of the line right then and there. You shouldn't even be given an application if you don't speak English. That makes no sense whatsoever. Now I live in a city now. 50 different languages, you pieces of shit. Yeah, all you middle class pieces of shit, where you don't have these illegals coming into your house. Yeah, we had X amount of fucking population. Yeah, now we have 3X. 2/3 of them are illegal aliens. 1/3 is citizens, and they can't even speak to each other. They speak 50 different languages. They can't even. We're so divided. It's so. How is that? That's like division. So, anyways, they should have to take an IQ test. Have at least 120 IQ or higher. If you don't have an IQ higher than 120, you need to kick rocks. You should have to speak English, at least like a 5-year-old, and promise under oath that you will continue to learn English until you're fluent. You should have to be needed in some way. Whatever your career, your thing is that you have, your skills. If we already have enough of them and we're not low on them, then screw you. Even if you're perfect, you got 120 IQ, you pass everything else. If we don't need you, if you do not, if you ain't needed, you don't come. That's it. If we have too many teachers, we're not going to take another teacher from a third world country and bring them in. It makes no sense. Okay? Now, if we have half our teachers quit, and someone's a teacher, yeah. Now we start taking teachers. See, and then when that fills up later on, another, maybe doctors will go down, and we'll need doctors. So it'll rotate around, so everyone gets a turn in third world countries sooner or later. You know what I mean? Okay, we should stop with the asylum-seeking crap. Okay, if you want a charity organization as your government, then you want corruption. Okay, if you don't want a corrupt government, then stop making your government into a charity fund. Okay, if you want a non-corrupt government, then don't be a charity fund. Be a government. Okay, a government would never, ever, never, because the government is supposed to be for the people. They would never open up their borders just because someone is having a bad time somewhere else in the world. There are 8 billion people in the world, a lot of third world countries. There's horrible shit happening to everybody. We can't let them all in. Okay? Idiots. But yeah, you need to end that asylum thing. This thing where we think we're the police officers of the world and we're the charity fund of the world needs to stop. Okay? Because you middle-class people, I'm going to do a video on you middle-class people, pieces of shit, that always think, because, every time you say, hey, the government should take care of this, all you're saying is, hey, what we should do is steal off of the poor, give it to the government, and then 20% of that give to our cause. Yeah, that's all you're saying. You're not saying the government. When you say the government should have to fix it, what you're really saying is we should steal off of the poor people because they only have to give up 3 months of their pay to the government. That ain't enough. Like I make $12,000 a year, and I only have to give up $3,000 to the government. No, I should have to give up more. That's what you're saying to me. You're saying that I should have to make less than $9,000 a year just to help somebody. I need help, bitch. Anyways, they should be needed economically. You know what I mean? They should have a sponsor in the United States. No financial need from the government. They should come in, have a job lined up the day they get here, have a place lined up the day they get here, and have money in the bank so that they can support themselves and have the job getting, so when they get paid, they have money until then. All that should be done. If you can't do that, then you can't come. Should be vetted like crazy. Long process, the way it used to be, right? Only the best of the best. Even if we need teachers and you do everything else, you even pass the 120 thing. If you're a horrible teacher, you're not the best of the best teacher. Get the fuck out of here, man. No free stuff should be given to these people. Nothing. What the hell? These people in the United States, they're so entitled. They think that they should have the right to go to any country they want. Russia, China, UK, just walk in. Right without just illegally walk in and start demanding, hey UK, I'm an illegal alien. I just came in criminally. Give me money and support me financially. That's what these Americans think that want open borders. They think that's how entitled these fucking pieces of shit are. They think that they should have the right to go to any country in the whole world and just legally enter and then start demanding the government financially support them. Like, how entitled are you, American pieces of shit? Pieces of garbage. And then, of course, to the racist stuff that I'm going to say that isn't really racist, idiots. No, you shouldn't have no Muslims, no Jews, and no one from a third world country. Zero. You want to come into your third world country? Move to France. Move to the UK. Then, you become a citizen there, your kids can come to the United States. Because now you're not from a third world country. You proved that you're not crazy, batshit crazy, a little bit. And if your kid can pass the whatevers, now you got your kids in America. And this third world role, no third world countries. Only first world countries, even second world countries. No, only first world countries. I don't care if every first world country is white. I don't give a shit. Okay, first of all, they're not. You have Japan, and you got a bunch of first world countries that are Asian. You have browns. You got your Spain, Italy. Aren't they brown? I mean, I don't know my skin color things. You know what I mean? But yeah, and you got all the colors. Black. I don't know. Is there any first world countries that are black? I don't think there are. But you know what? If there aren't, I don't care! Why do I have to care more about some black dude in a third world country than I care about my own child, my little 5-year-old daughter, or my sister, my mother, my cousins? Why do I have to care about them more than my own kid? Screw them! If you want to call it racist, by all means be. Because I'm a man. See, that's the whole problem with this country. They feminize the men so they're little bitches, right? So they're so afraid of, I'm afraid I can't, the man dressed as a woman went into the bathroom where my little 5-year-old girl is, and but I'm not going to say anything about it because someone might call me a name. They might call me a name. Well, call me names all day. And at this point, before this, whatever, I thought that everyone should come in. Everybody. I mean, not everybody. I mean, obviously, thought they should be vetted in that. But I mean, everyone had the opportunity to apply to come to the country. Everyone, third world, your religion, Muslims, everyone should be welcomed in if they could pass the test and be vetted. You know what I mean? Yeah. No. That is not the way it should go. You're going to destroy your country if you do that, okay? You want New York, you go to New York. What happens there? You got Chinatown, you got the Mexican town, and you got all these things. All it causes is division, okay? This multicultural thing, no, that doesn't work. Because what happens is when you have multicultures, you split people up and they divide up into whatevers. And especially if they're foreigners, where they don't speak English, they definitely are going to make little, Chinatown here, they're going to make just little divisions. Everyone's going to be divided. And why wouldn't they? And that also makes sure that they don't integrate. Because why would you learn English if you come to America when you can live in a city where everyone speaks your language? Then it's just going to promote that more and more, and that's going to grow and grow and grow and grow. Do you understand 50 different languages? That means no one can speak to each other. No one can talk. You need everyone to speak the same freaking language. That's common sense. Because how can you be anything other than divided? You can't be. It is not possible. So my thing is when I say this, hey, then call me a racist. We should stop all third world and second world people from coming here. And the Muslims and Jews, I know Jews don't cause trouble or anything, but let's face it, all third world countries are Muslim. And there's only one Jew country, and it's third world. I know the Jews don't cause trouble, but why make a problem? Most people are either Christian or some other thing, you know what I mean? To bring over a bunch of Jews, it's just going to cause division. You need to stop it. If it's racist, then so be it. Let's all be racist and be safe and care about our kids and our family, our little 5-year-old daughter.